We're all ready for tonight's presentation? Our chef tonight is Kathy Kuslansky. Say hi, Kathy. Where is she? Oh, there she is.
Okay, I'm going to say namaste. Namaste, everybody. And
Oh,
namaste.
Yeah, namaste. Okay.
I'm my daughter Reed, and she's going to be my helpmate. She's going to be my sous chef and my photographer. So, okay. So I'm going to first show you what the menu is for today. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a jeweled. We're going to make a jeweled rice, a vegetable biryani, a lentil and spinach dish, an egg curry with mushrooms, a raita, and some papadums. Okay, so we're going to start with the rice. It's super easy. In here, I have 1.5 cups of rice. It's already been washed. It's basmati rice. It's been washed and soaked. When you wash your rice, you really have to be careful how you wash it. You do not want to break grains. You put water in it and you put your hands like that and you wash it very carefully. Can anybody hear me? Can everybody understand me? Yeah? Okay, great. Okay, so this rice is super simple. You take rice, 1.5 cups here, about 2 spoons of olive oil. That's it. I eyeball everything, okay? A little bit of salt. Some turmeric, and since I need 1.5 cups of rice, I'm going to put 1.5 cups of boiling water. So my water's over there, and I cook it in the microwave, and that's it. You will see how beautiful it is afterwards. It's really fantastic. So I do 1-on-1. 1 cup of water, 1 cup of rice. Now, 1.5 cups of rice will make you 3 cups of 1.5 not cooked, will make you 3 cups of cooked rice. Okay, that's it. So that was it. 1.5 cups of rice. It has been soaked for half an hour. I just put salt, oil, turmeric, and I'm going to stick it in the microwave. I put 1.5 cups of water. I'm going to cook this on high for 12 minutes. That's it. Done. Okay. Now, while that is being done, we're going to make our lentils. Delicious, easy lentils. It is the pink lentils or orange lentils, whatever you may call it. I have to soak it. I've already pre-boiled it. All you do, how long did you boil it for? You boil it for about 10 minutes. You take ginger. This is ginger. You grate ginger, just like that. About 2 spoons. It's about 1.5 cups of lentils, orange lentils. And then all you do is grate ginger, about 1 teaspoon of ginger. I like more ginger, so go ahead and put more ginger. Salt and 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric. That's it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to blend it. Okay, just give me a second.
How much water did you put?
I double the amount of water.
Okay, so every cup of lentil, we 2 cups of
2 cups of water. Okay, so 1 second. I apologize. Okay, that's it. I blended it. Okay, now I'm going to boil this with, this is spinach, frozen spinach, about 3 things, and 2 tomatoes, 2 sliced tomatoes like this. That's it. Okay, and 2 bay leaves. 2 bay leaves. Now stick it on the fire and let it cook 1 second. Okay, that'll be cooking now. Let it cook slowly. Now we're going to make the egg curry. Okay, the egg curry. 1 second. Okay. First, I'm going to show you how to do your eggs. You have hard-boiled eggs. You have to boil eggs. Only use the eggs that are full. This is no good. You don't want to use this. You want to use eggs like this. What you do is you take a fork and you pierce it just a little bit. Okay? You pierce them. You do not use this one, okay? And turn on the fire. A little bit of oil, very little bit of oil. A little bit of salt. Little bit of salt. Oh, I'll tell you. Okay, I'll tell him. Okay. And a little bit of turmeric. Okay? That's it. That is it. You keep frying it like this, very slowly. Let it cook on a low fire. Now this is the egg, okay? Now we're cooking the eggs. Okay. Somebody asked what was wrong with the other egg. I'll tell you what is wrong with the other egg. You see the yolk here is exposed. When the yolk is exposed, it flavors the sauce differently. And we do not want that. We want the yolk to stay in the egg. We don't want it to flavor the sauce. Okay? The sauce is very mild. It's a lovely flavor. It's very easy to make. Now, we're going to make the sauce for the egg curry now. It's also not difficult. Like this. Okay. For the egg curry, we start with onions. Now, in order to hurry things up, I already fried my onions. There's already oil in it. You need to fry the onions enough so you get a nice, until the oil begins to separate. Okay? Okay? That's going to be frying. The truth of the matter is these onions are already fried, but I'm going to just show you what I mean by having the oil separate. Okay? I have to keep an eye on the eggs too. Okay, you'll see very slowly. Can you see the oil beginning to separate? That means the onions are well done. They're fried well. If you tasted it, it's actually sweet in flavor. There's no salt in this. I haven't put any salt yet, but I will put salt. This is really a delicious dish. Let me pick up the okay, now we have ginger. It's about a big spoon of ginger. It's freshly grated. And a big spoon of garlic. Okay, now we're going to cook that as well. No, not that, from the cream of cashew. Thank you. Okay, now we're cooking the ginger, the garlic, and the onions together. We're incorporating all the tastes together. Indian food is very colorful. It appeals to your all your senses, you know, this it should smell good, it should look good, and of course it should taste good. And you know, ginger is very good for you. Okay, so you can see that it's beginning to separate the onions, the ginger and garlic. I wish you could smell it. It's really smells yum. I'm gonna make this slower. Hold on. Okay. See, can you see the oil beginning to separate? That's great. That's what we want. Now the oil is already separated. Now what we're going to do, we're going to put in here is cumin and coriander. 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of coriander. That's it. And a little bit of turmeric. Okay, now we're going to fry this together. It may seem like there are a lot of ingredients, but once you get into it, it's not difficult at all. And it's really flavorful without being hot spicy. People are afraid of eating Indian food because they think Indian food is too spicy for them, but that's not true. That's not true. Now again, you can see how the oil is beginning to separate? Can you see that? You have to have your spices. You have to cook your spices. If you don't cook your spices, you'll get indigestion. So people who complain of indigestion, the spices will not cook. Okay, now this is a cinnamon stick. I'm putting 2 chilies. The chilies are whole. They will impart a flavor without being spicy. If you want it to be spicy, you can put a green chili and cut it up, or you can cut this up and break it up, okay? So I'm putting 2 chilies in here, and they're 4 cardamom pods. Now the cardamom pods, you really should break, okay? So I have a mortar and pestle here. Okay, it's a little hard. I'm breaking it with my fingers. Okay, I have a mortar and pestle, but I can't get to it, so I'm just gonna put it in there. So far we have fried onions, ginger and garlic, turmeric and coriander, a little bit of turmeric and coriander, and chili, cinnamon stick, and cardamom pods. And you let that all cook really well together. I'm gonna put 2 bay leaves as well. Now this is going to have mushrooms in it. I only clean the mushrooms and cut them in halves. I want them like this. I like the look of it. Okay, so we're gonna cook this on a higher flame. Around. Okay. So we're gonna cook this on a higher flame so that I think I could use a little bit of oil here. So I'm gonna use a little bit of more oil. Oh, by the way, just 1 second, my rice is, hold on, my rice is beat. Now this is an important part. Hold on, I'm gonna make this lower. Okay. Okay, now this is my jeweled rice. This is my jeweled rice. It's my own recipe. It works beautifully. Everybody loves it. It's super easy to make, like you saw. Okay. Now what I do here is I fluff the rice. Okay, like I said, 1 cup of rice will make it 2. Okay. In this, I'm gonna put some carrot, beetroot. It hasn't been cooked, and it's just grated. I'll show you what I do. That's it, guys. That's it. When you take it out, your beautiful colors. It's red and green and orange, and it's just very pretty. Now I'm going to leave it alone. That's it. Done. Done. Okay. Okay, now back to the cabinets. Hold on. Okay. So here we go. I think I want to put some oil in that. And now look at the eggs. Yeah. Okay. I only use basmati. And basmati is the rice that you really have to wash well, and you have to soak it for half an hour. Okay. See, look what's happening to the egg. It's getting a little bit of a crust on the top. It's really very tasty. Okay. I still, my mushrooms are not marinating so well. I think it needs a little bit of oil. So you put a little bit of oil here. Let me see what's happening here. Oh, okay, I can lower the flame down. No, it's boiling a little too rapidly, but look how pretty it looks. You have bread from the tomatoes. The tomatoes also give it a little tartness. You have some spinach and you have the lentils, but that's not finished. Okay, I'm going to make this lower. 1 second over here. Let me do that. Okay. Mushrooms are getting done. Okay. Mushrooms have to cook. It smells great, guys. I'm sorry you're not here. You can all come for dinner, all 40 of you, including you, Anne. Anne, come from America. Shoshi, come. Andrea. These are my friends from Houston and from San Francisco and from Los Angeles. I would love for you to be here with me. Okay, so got it? Now comes the fun part. We're going to put a whole can of crushed tomatoes. It's really an easy dish to make. Okay. And the can of crushed tomatoes. And this is fenugreek leaves. I'll show you what fenugreek is. These are just dry fenugreek leaves, and they're very, very tasty, and they're very good for you. And we have some garam masala over here. You do not have to go to America or England to buy garam masala, guys. It's right here. Garam masala means spices, and it's a mixture of spices. That's exactly what it is. Okay, now we're going to cook this up. What? Yeah. Right. No, then we won't have light. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, remember I told you that this is going to be an egg curry that has mushrooms, tomatoes, spices. It also has cashew nut milk, or cashew nut cream. Mine did turn out to be a little too watery. But what you do, you take this has about 10 or 12 cashew nuts, raw cashew nuts. You soak it in water for about half an hour, stick it in the blender, and that's it. You get a nice, cool, okay. It's parve as well. It's parve as well. Yes, and very creamy and very tasty. Look at the beautiful color. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. Now I've already made some eggs. Let me put this on there. Okay, I'm going to cook this on a low fire. Okay, and now these eggs are not fully done, but I've already cooked some eggs.
If somebody wants to know if you can use coconut milk instead.
Oh, coconut milk has a different taste totally. It's not the same. Coconut milk has coconut flavor. No, yeah, it's a different dish. You can use coconut milk. No problem. It's a different dish then. Okay. Now, what do you do with the egg? Yeah, this egg's. Yeah. No, they're raw cashews that have been soaked for half an hour. That's it. You know, or even 20 minutes is not. You don't have to soak it too long. Okay, so here are your eggs. You want the eggs to have a little bit of the flavor. So you're just going to take this and cut it a little bit like that. That's all. Okay? The eggs have a crust on it. It's like crusty over here. See? Can you see? It's got a crust. You see, it's got a crust over here. Yeah. You can even, if you can add turmeric as well as paprika if you wish. Coconut milk is a different flavor totally. You can certainly use coconut milk, doesn't matter. But it's a totally different dish. Okay. What's that? Now look, I put a little too much cream over here, too much cashew, I put too much cashew nut cream over here. I don't like the color. I want it to be a little more red. So just 1 second, I have to wash my hands. Jerry, boil the water there. See, I want it to be a little more red. I want more tomato. So I have another can of tomato sauce here. It is good. I'm going to add a little more tomato on this. That's it. That's it. Okay? I'm going to let it cook on a low fire, and we'll cook it behind. Okay? Then after it will serve. That's it.
Ima, do you eat the cardamom child?
No, you don't eat the cardamom. Some people really they don't like the cardamom. So my recommendation is count how many cardamoms you have in there, and if you can remove it, remove it. Okay. Well, 1 second. Okay, that goes there. Okay, now I'm going to put these eggs now because I'm going to do something else. Okay, I want to cover this up. Okay, let it cook on a low fire. Now, remember the lentils? It's still boiling a little too hard. Hold on. Ah, that's good. That's good. I'm going to leave it open. I like it a little, I don't like it so loose. I like it a little thicker. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw away this oil, and I'm going to put a little more oil. Just now this is what we call tempering. We're going to make a garlic butter. Turn this on. We're going to make a garlic butter that goes onto the lentils. It is super tasty. No, it's a boost. Jerry, come. 1 second. This is a new stove top. No, that's timer. Okay, 1 second here. Here we go. Okay, that's good. We're going to make a garlic butter that goes on top of this lentil. Just a little bit of oil. We don't need too much oil. Remember, this has no oil at all. No oil at all in it, okay? It's just lentils that were boiled in ginger, turmeric, and salt, and then I pureed it. I added some spinach. You can certainly add more spinach. And I added some tomatoes. Tomatoes give it a little tartness. So it's not only the color, but you also need the flavor. If you can handle it with a little lemon, it's really good. Now what we're going to do, we're going to temper this. It's called tempering. Okay. In order to temper it, we put a little bit of oil there. And these are black mustard seeds, and these are cumin. This is cumin, okay? So we're gonna put the black mustard seeds in a hot oil. And it should begin to crackle very soon. Okay? We'll start with that. No. Why is this not working? No, it isn't. No? Okay. Okay, that's good. It should start crackling. Okay? Maybe the oil wasn't hot enough.
Is this working?
Yeah, this is working now. Yeah. Okay, these are black. These are black. This is black mustard. You can use yellow mustard as well, but black mustard is more. Yeah, Jess, not working so well. Okay, I'm going to change fires. Hold on 1 second. Okay, change fires. Make that higher. Okay. Black mustard seeds are a little more, they have a stronger flavor than the yellow mustard seeds. It should start crackling. I haven't heard it start crackling yet. Maybe the oil wasn't hot enough. Okay, that's good. Okay. Yeah, now, can you hear it's beginning to crackle? Can you see it? Okay. Now, we're going to put the rest of it. That's cumin, bay leaves, and 2 chilies again. That's it. In the meantime.
You can hear that.
Yeah, now you can hear it crackling. The oil became hot. Okay, you see it's even jumping. That's great. Now, we put the garlic. I like garlic. Oh, voila. Now you must be careful not to. There we go. Cooking the garlic as well. And it gets flavored with garlic oil. I can put a little more oil. There wasn't too much oil. I can put a little more oil, just a tiny more oil. About half a teaspoon of oil. And it is yum. Yum. Okay. Jerry, give me 5 cups of boiling water. Jerry, 5 cups of boiling water in that. Okay. Now the garlic is not on. You have to be careful the garlic doesn't burn. You have to keep mixing it up. Keep mixing it up. Okay. Oh, now it's beginning to burn. That's it. You see it's becoming a different color. Okay, we're done here. That's it. That's it. Lift it up. Oh, the smell is divine, guys. Come over. That's it. It is delicious. Okay. Let's check this out. Not correct. Oh, it's on a low fire. Okay, here we go. This is also done. But we'll let it be on a low fire and then we'll put it on the table. We'll present it. Indians really, they love color. Everything has to look good. They're very, very colorful people. Their saris, their clothes, their homes, even their homes, sometimes the colors are so ridiculous in their homes, but they like color. No, I want it in the pot. In the pot. Okay, in the pot. Yeah.
You don't pick up the
Okay, the lentils are done. Now, we're going to make something that's a little complicated, but it is certainly worth your while. Okay? So be patient with me. Okay. This is where we're going to make our vegetable biryani.
So we take a break for questions?
You guys want to ask questions? Guys, you want to ask questions?
Yeah.
Ruba.
What's that? Okay, any questions, guys?
Someone wanted to know if the chilies are fried or dried, fresh or dried.
The dried chilies. I put them in the refrigerator.
Okay.
But you can use fresh.
Instead of the pods, so you don't have to take them out.
What I use, you can certainly use powdered coriander, but use very little. And the coriander loses its potency if you leave it for too long. Okay, so that's why it's good to have the pods. But the problem is most people don't.
Someone is asking whether the cashews used as a thickening.
Yeah, the cashews can also be a thickening agent, but it's mostly for the flavor. It gives it a very creamy texture. It melts in your mouth. It's a very subtle. It's not strong. It's very, very subtle. It's very, very subtle. Okay. Any other question?
Yes.
Carry on.
Yes. Is there a substitute? Is there a substitute for cashew milk? We have nut allergies.
Ah, okay, no problems. Then you use coconut then. It's different. Then use coconut.
Coconut.
Okay. Okay, shall we continue? Okay, now we're going to make what we call a vegetable biryani. It's a little complicated, but it's doable and it's certainly worth your while, okay? There are two parts to this thing.
You're unmuted again on the biryani part.
Okay. Biryani is yummy. Biryani, actually, the Mughals brought biryani into India. It's a very royal dish. It's very aromatic. They usually make it for very special occasions. And usually in the north, biryani is made with meat, with lamb, with not beef. They don't eat beef. Okay? So, mutton. Now, we start with frying onions. Once again, I've already fried the onions. Okay, so there we go. And we have ginger and garlic. Okay, in America and in England, they sell a ginger garlic paste. But over here, we just grind our own ginger and we buy garlic and that's it. Okay, so now I'm waiting for this to cook a little bit. 1 second. Oh, it's on hot. Hold on 1 second. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put off the lentils. Look at the lentils. They're beautiful. Look at the lentils. The lentils are really beautiful. You can have it as thick as you want or as thin as liquidy as you want. You could put more spinach, but don't put too much spinach because then it becomes a totally different dish. Now I'm going to taste it for salt.
Yes, we mix this up.
Yeah. Oh, we need salt. We need salt. Okay. That should do it. If you like, you could put a little lemon in it. Lemon will enhance its flavor. Jerry, could you take this, please? And put it in that bowl. Here we go. Here. Okay, here we go. Okay, now this is just the onion, ginger, and garlic, okay? That's it so far. You can see it's separating as well, so we're going to continue with this. Okay, we're gonna put, this is cumin seed. In order to, you can do this a little bit and just crack it in your hands and put it in. Okay, mix it up. Then you put a stick of cinnamon, 4 cloves of cardamom, and a few cloves. Okay, that's it. I'm going to put a little bit of salt. Okay. Now the biryani has 2 parts to it because this is a vegetable biryani. It's a layered dish. So we have the vegetables and we have the rice. Okay, I wish you could smell it. It's already smells so good. Modern technology hasn't brought smell to us. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so now that's fine. Now, in here, there's cumin, coriander, and again, 2 chilies. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna cook that. You have to cook your spices. Have to cook your spices. If you don't want indigestion, cook your spices. Okay, and you can tell this is too high a fire. Right.
Good.
Jerry, take the egg curry now. Put it in a. Okay. Okay. I wish you could smell it. Okay, the egg curry is done. Jerry. Okay. Put it in the container. Okay, the egg curry is done. We'll present it on the table. Okay. So here we go. We have the ginger, garlic, cumin, coriander, cinnamon, cardamom, cloves, and 2 chilies. Okay. Again, the chilies are dried, but you can put any chilies you want. It doesn't matter. But you need a little bit of a something there. Now I'm going to put a little more oil because I need it to cook the vegetables. Altogether, I think about 3 teaspoons. 3 spoons. Now, I pre-cooked the onions, and I've also partially cooked the potatoes. Look how big the potatoes are. You want larger pieces, okay? So these are potatoes. Okay, now we're gonna cook them together.
How many?
This is one big potato and 1 smaller potato. It's funny, Indians really like to have potatoes and rice together, but it's not a bad combination. It really is quite good. Okay.
You use red potatoes or white?
I use white potatoes. It's cheaper and it's fine.
And what oil do you use?
I only use olive oil. That's it. I use olive oil. I want to do a high flame. Okay. The potatoes, because the potatoes have already cooked a little bit, it won't take too long. So I'm going to put my other vegetables in here. I have washed cauliflower. I've already cashered it, put it in salt water and the whole business. This is cabbage. Okay. Remember, Indians are colorful people. So we have red peppers. This is only 1 red pepper. Only 1 red pepper. These are carrots, just from the freezer, baby carrots. My God, who's going to do the dishes? These are green beans from the freezer. Okay. Now, simultaneously, we're going to boil this water. Okay. Oh, this is wrong cover. Oh, this is the Okay, one second. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna stir this. Oops, I forgot to put mine. I forgot to put okay. And we're gonna put some tomato here. The rest of the can. That's it. Okay, we'll mix it up. Okay.
Are there any other vegetables you can use and you didn't? Sweet potato.
You can put sweet potatoes. You can put zucchini.
Or eggplant.
No. You want to put vegetables that actually you know will stay whole. It's nice to see the vegetables. It's nice to taste it. Okay, now I've actually mixed it all up. I don't remember if I put salt. You said I did? Okay, I'm gonna cover it up and let it cook in its own juices. Remember? Oh, okay, so this is gonna cook for. Okay, now we have water that is boiling. In this water, I told you it's very, very aromatic. Why is the water not boiling hot? Where's the cover? Use a bigger cover. Oh, great. Okay. This is a very aromatic dish. We're going to put some flavors into the water. The whole house actually smells. This is when my neighbors knock on my door and say, hey, what are you making for Shabbat? Okay, it's true. Okay, now over here we have peppercorns, about 20 peppercorns, okay? I'm gonna put it in the water, just like that. Then we have cinnamon stick, we have bay leaves, cloves, cardamom, star anise seed, and salt. You need a decent amount of salt. Who's that? Come in. Okay, now we don't want to put this. Come in anytime. My neighbors are here. My wonderful neighbors. They're family. I love them.
Hello.
My wonderful neighbors. I'm going to put this in a bag over here. This is a spice bag. The reason I'm putting it because I have a fussy husband and doesn't like to taste hot pots. So I'm just going to put them in a bag. It'll be easier for me to remove. And then close the bag. Close the bag. Stick it in. And salt. That's it. Okay, now while that is boiling and this is cooking, we'll go to the living room, okay? And I want to show you something of the spices, okay? Okay, when the water boils, so the water is boiling already. Okay, the water is boiled. Maybe wait another minute or two. Okay. Again, one more time. I have washed 1.5 cups of rice. You really have to wash your rice. You really have to wash your rice, basmati rice. And you have to wash it like this. You put it in water, and then you need to wash it 3 times until the rice becomes nice and clear, okay? Then you soak basmati rice for half an hour, okay? Then you drain it. And now, because we want to make an aromatic rice, we're going to stick it into this water over here. It's only 1.5 cups of rice. Okay? You cook it nearly all the way.
How many cups of water?
This is 1.5 cups of rice and about 4 cups of water. It doesn't matter how much water you put. Okay? You need to put an extra amount of salt. Okay, this is a cover. This is a cover. Okay, now we're gonna mix this up again. Oh, smells good. Smells good. Remember I told you Indians love things to look pretty, to smell good, and of course to taste good. Now we talk about spices all the time. People are afraid of eating Indian food because they're afraid that it's too spicy or whatever. But the truth of the matter is, right from early times, Indians realized that spices were really very good for you. If you cut yourself and you have turmeric in your kitchen, just put turmeric on the cut, and believe me, it heals really quickly. Okay? Ginger. I put ginger in the lentils. And why do I put ginger in the lentils? It helps not to have flatulence. Those are the spices as well. So the spices are good not only for flavor, and they're also good for
Health
health reasons. Okay. Now, while this is cooking, we're going to do a raita, okay? And then we're going to do a papadam. And then we're all done. I hope you all enjoy this.
What's a raita?
Okay, a raita is a yogurt salad, and it's really, it's a good salad. It's an easy salad, a light salad. This is just yogurt. It's Greek yogurt with a little bit of sour cream. This is Greek yogurt with a little bit of sour cream. So what we've done over here, oops, we just mixed it up. This was a cucumber. We just grate it like this. That's it, okay? Now with the water and all, this is a little bit of mint leaves. Gives it a nice fresh flavor. We're going to be using more mint leaves, okay? And you put this over here and you put this over here. Now it's not done. You need a little bit of salt. In here, I have dry roasted cumin and coriander. If anybody wants me to see, if anybody wants to see how to do it, just let me know. Oops. Okay, so this is dry roasted cumin and coriander powder. That's it. Okay, mix it up over here with a little bit of salt. The salt. And it is great accompaniment. Did I say that right? Okay, we'll mix it up.
How do you roast?
How do you dry roast? It's very easy to dry roast. I'll show you if I have time. All you do is you take a frying pan and you put your spices on it with no oil, no nothing. Hold on, I have to check the rice.
And why would?
Because you don't want to eat raw spices. You don't want to eat raw spices, okay? Now I'm going to taste it, okay? Hold on. Delicious. It's not done yet. It needs to be about 90% done. And it's not done yet. I think it's better. Okay, so the rice, you have to be very careful with the rice. Look how nice and long grain it's becoming, but you want to cook it practically all the way. Okay, it's done. I'll wait 1 more minute. Okay, the rice is done. I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to drain it. But the terrible thing is, my vegetables are not done. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, 1 second. Okay. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Okay, sorry. 1 second here. Okay, I'm going to remove the bag. Okay. And my vegetables are all done. I'm going to drain the rice. I'm going to leave the pods in. It adds flavor.
The pepper pot.
The pepper pods. Okay. Now this rice is going to be layered. I'm going to show you how I do that. Okay. I'm going to mix this up again. I want the vegetables to be fully cooked. The potatoes are done, but I don't think the cauliflower is done yet. This is, like I said, it's a very flavorful, very aromatic. Can you smell the aromas, guys? Okay, there we go. Okay, looks pretty good now, but it's not finished. Okay, now in the meantime, while this is still cooking, I'm going to make saffron water. We all know what saffron is. I'm going to make some saffron water. I'm going to make the saffron water. I take some saffron, not too much, as much as that. And I'm going to put boiling water in it. No, she said, don't turn on the light. Okay, I'm going to put boiling water in it. Just 1 second, I'm going to go to the kumkum. Okay. The saffron has a lovely smell, very mild, but lovely smell. It's not as strong as turmeric. It's not such a strong color either, but it's, you can see it's becoming more and more yellow, okay? In addition to that, I'm going to, because like I said, this is an aromatic dish. It's a very rich dish. It's got a lot in it, and it's really worth your while to do it because it's very, very tasty. The vegetables are nearly done. Can you see how all the tomato sauce is just cooked into the vegetables? You don't want to mush the vegetables, but you want them to be nicely cooked. Okay? How are we doing time-wise? Okay. Okay, now, the fun part of this is we put fresh mint leaves on it. Oh, it smells good. It smells good. Mint leaves. Okay, it's about a cup of mint leaves. Oops, don't worry about it. The young lady comes tomorrow. Put some fresh mint leaves.
It's washed.
It's washed and it's clean and it's whole. It's whole, okay? Okay? And I'm going to put some peas. I didn't put the peas before because I didn't want the peas to become mush. So I'm just going to put some peas now. Can you see the colors? Can you all see the colors? There's red and yellow and orange and green and oh. And guess what? It smells delicious. Okay, now that's done. Oops, 1 second. Now, like I said, we're going to layer this. So I'm going to put the rice very gently on top. Okay. For those of you who visited India and visited spice gardens or Africa or Sri Lanka or whatever, then you know about spices. Okay? Ah, look at this. It's getting yellower. I'm going to put this on the top. Just sprinkle it all around. Can you see the pretty, very mild Okay, now, you won't believe what I'm going to do here. Like I said, it's aromatic. This is rose essence. You can use rose water or you can use rose essence. It's the same difference. If you use the essence, you really just want to use 1 or 2 drops, not more. You don't want to be having whatever. Okay, so 1 second. 1 second. My helper's helping me here. Jerry, I want you to go this. Okay.
Where do you buy the rose essence from?
You can buy the rose essence from anywhere. A lot of stores have
The
it.
supermarket
I don't know.
or a spice store?
Okay, now 1 second. Mamash, be careful. Mamash, 1 or 2 drops, not more. Okay? That's it. That's it. It's done, believe it or not. Cover it up really well and let it rest. In its own steam and let it rest. Now let's go to the living room. Okay?
It's on a small fire?
It's on a very low fire, very low flame. Okay? Very low flame. Now we're going to go and see what we have on the table. We're going to press everything up. Okay? 1 second now. Remember this rice? I call it jeweled rice. The reason I didn't give you the recipe for the jeweled rice is because it's just my own concoction. It looks pretty. And it is tasty. Like you see, beautiful colors. You can put
So the beetroot and the carrot are not cooked.
Not cooked. The beetroot and the carrot are not cooked. And what I do, I'll show you what I do. I buy 1 beetroot. 1 beetroot and 2 carrots. And that's it. So if my neighbors invite me to shofar, I like them to invite me to shofar, and they tell me to bring some rice, voila, I bring my rice, it takes 2 minutes to make, and it's great. It tastes good, it looks good. Okay, now we're gonna present. I'm gonna put it nicely on a plate and make it look. Okay, this is my rice spatula. Any questions, guys? Look at the grains of rice. They're long, they're beautiful. Oh, I wish you could be in the kitchen. It smells so yummy. Okay, so that's your rice. That's my rice. Okay, this is why I call it a jeweled rice, because it's like jeweled. And during Rosh Hashanah, I put pomegranates on it, and it's really pretty. Okay, now that's not finished. Okay, then I cover it up with some fried. This is I can show you how to make it if you guys have the time. This is fried in with a little bit of turmeric and salt, in very little bit of oil, fried slivered almonds. Okay, that's that. And then this is some fried onions. We all love fried onions. I'll put a little bit of fried onions. My hands are clean. Okay, and so. Okay, so. Okay, now we're going to put this on the table. We're going to set the table. Here. Okay, let me explain to you something. Here we have the lentil soup. Here we have the rice. Here we have the egg curry. Now, I can garnish this with coriander, kuspara. I mean, that's kuspara, okay? Or parsley. And I'm going to garnish this a little bit, just so it looks good. I'm going to garnish this a little bit. Just a little pretty. This is just parsley. Remember I told you, it's important that it looks pretty. Not only should it smell good, it should also taste good, and it should look good. Okay? So we have egg curry, we have raita, we have what I call jeweled rice, we have dal, lentil soup, and we have papadums. Papadums you don't make, you buy them. You buy them. I'll give you the names of the stores and everything else. It's just lentils that are dried, flat, on sheets or in machines or whatever. I'm sorry. Okay. And I put it in the microwave. I put each piece, I put 2 pieces in for 2 minutes. And this is what I get. I don't fry it. It's delicious fried, but I do not fry it. It's very crispy. I made it this afternoon. And you see if I eat it, it crunches.
This is
And
the
this is the raw one. Okay? It looks like this. And it has a long shelf life. So if you are going to make an Indian meal, firstly, if you're going to make a thali meal, so this is a thali, and these are the little bowls. And there's a way to put the food in the bowls too. On the right-hand side, you have the food, and on the left-hand side, you have the condiments. They usually have small. Then the rice is put in the middle. They always have a bread or a papadum or something. Okay? And then somebody took out my glass. You have a glass over here as well, but somebody picked it up. That's okay. They usually eat with their hands. Now, in the north, they eat in one way. In the south, they eat in another way. Etiquette, different places, different types of etiquette. Okay? So, in the north, when you eat with your hands, you only eat up to here. You do not touch your whole hand. In the south, you can eat up to here. In the north, they eat much more meat. They eat a lot of meat. They do eat meat, okay? Because it's colder. Not as much, certainly not like in the West. Indians don't eat so much. It's so easy to travel in India because vegetarian food is so easy to get. In the South, they cook a lot of coconut meals, and it's a little different. Okay, the food in the South is a little different. Now, I haven't forgotten what's on the fire. Let me show you in the meantime some spices. These are the spices that I sort of used today. Okay, this we know is ginger. This is turmeric. And you can actually, well, because it came out of the freezer. This is fenugreek. If you look at the fenugreek seed, it's like squarish. This is star anise seed. Remember, I put it in my water for the biryani. Very strong smell. We don't eat it, just for aroma. There are spices for aroma, spices for flavor. This is an aromatic. This is mustard seed. These are This is coriander seed. Okay. This is cumin. It's thin and long. This is pepper. It's a different type of pepper from the same pepper family. And this is pepper balls. Here we have cloves. We have two types of cardamom. This is a black cardamom and this is a green cardamom. Okay. Cardamom,
It's good for you.
it's good for you and it's usually eaten, like we usually have the green one more than that. We know the bay leaves. This is cinnamon stick. This is nutmeg. And this is mace. It's also very aromatic, very aromatic. Now, all of this I buy in Ramle. The guy has it all. Okay, now I'll just bring up the basmati. I'll just bring up the biryani. Any questions in the meantime? I'm really sorry.
How do you store all the condiments?
The condiments or the spices?
It says condiment.
Condiments you make every time you make, you know, it's fresh. You don't need to store
But the
them.
dry ones.
Otherwise, I keep most of my spices in the refrigerator. I just came back from India and I bought a whole lot of new spices and I put it all in the
So
refrigerator.
spices and spices.
And spices, but some spices you don't need to. Like the cumin, you don't need. Cumin seeds, you don't need to. Coriander seeds, you don't need to. Mustard seeds, you don't need to.
So what do you put in there?
The ground spices I put in the refrigerator. Sometimes I even put in the freezer. Like the ones I just brought from India, I put in the freezer.
Can we peek into your spice drawer?
I have spices galore. I can't even show you. I have too many spices to show. Those are all spices. And all the spices over here. I have spices all over. Okay. Now, we're gonna take any other questions?
Do you want the rest?
Our recipes will get. Okay, now we're gonna take this out. Oh my God, I'm so sorry you guys can't smell this, but it really smells delicious.
I can.
Yeah, already can. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna take this out. We're gonna take it out gently. Okay, take it out from the bottom. Do you see? Look how pretty it looks. See the different colors. Oh, thanks. So who's coming for dinner? Okay. I'm not going to take out more because nobody's coming to dinner now. Wait, I'll just put some more rice on top of it. Now, I garnish practically everything. So we're going to garnish this as well, okay? I garnish this. I'm going to garnish this with cashew nuts. Again, if you guys have time and you want me to teach you how to do cashew nuts, a pleasure. These are fried with a little bit of turmeric and salt, but very light. You see, there's no oil on it. Very lightly fried, okay? And
These are
raw cashew nuts. Raw cashew nuts.
And then you keep also like that. You
Yeah.
keep them in the freezer.
I keep them in the refrigerator or in the freezer. I like this. I don't need to use so much. I just put it in the refrigerator. So every time I want, I have ready-made. Okay, and then I'm gonna garnish it with some. Here we go. With some onions,
Fried onion.
fried onions. You can garnish it any way you want, but the fried onions really add to it. I think Oriti wants us for dinner. Okay. Okay. Okay,
Wow.
so here we have a table, all set. This is not, take this away. Take that away. Take this away. Put this here. Now, they don't eat with forks. They eat mostly with spoons or with their hands. But okay, here we go. So the rice will be in the middle. The lentils on one side with the other vegetables. I usually have more vegetables as well. And that's it. And there's a raita.